House Resolution 82 by Representative Jackson of the 128th, recognizing and commending Louis Graziano on his incredible bravery and his dedication to this country for his efforts in World War II and for other purposes. Whereas Louis Graziano was born in 1923, making him the last surviving World War II veteran to witness Germany's surrender. And whereas he was part of the Omaha Beach invasion on D-Day, he was in the third wave, he was a master sergeant in World War II, and he helped build the Dwight D. Eisenhower headquarters in Europe. And whereas after D-Day, he was in the Battle of the Bulge, where he almost lost his feet to frostbite, and he took part in the June 6th invasion of Normandy in 1944. And whereas he became the utilities foreman for the 102nd Infantry Field Artillery Battalion Special Headquarters Command in Reims, France, part of the job called for him to be responsible for all Americans occupied buildings in Reims, including the Little Red Schoolhouse, where Germany signed the surrender document. And whereas after witnessing the signing, Mr. Graziano took the Germans to another room to meet General Dwight D. Eisenhower, and whereas Mr. Graziano was given the French Legion of Honor in Thompson, Georgia, an honor given to veterans as recognition for the role they played in liberating France from the German occupation, and Vincent Hammerl, the Consul General of France, called him a hero and inspiration. And whereas he was born in East Aurora, New York, and worked with his father digging and putting sewer lines down, after a year he decided to go to beauty school to become a hairstylist since his sister owned a hair salon. And whereas he graduated from the Buffalo School of Beauty and Culture, and he was working at his sister's salon when he got drafted into the Army, he still works at his barbershop today, cutting and styling hairs for 80 years. And whereas Mr. Graziano met his future wife, Eula Bobby Shainfeld, while he was in Reims, where she served as a staff sergeant in the Women's Army Corps, and the couple moved back to the United States and raised 5 children, Louis, Moria, Marcia, David, and Kim. And whereas for most of Mr. Graziano's life, Thompson has been his home, he truly loves his community, and they love him. And whereas Mr. Graziano wrote a book about his experience during the war, A Patriot's Memoirs of World War II, Through My Eyes, Heart, and Soul. Now therefore be it resolved by the House of Representatives that member of this body commend Louis Graziano for his heroic actions in World War II and honor the pride and prestige that it has brought to this great state to call him a resident.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor for me to recognize Mr. Louis Graziano. He lives in Thompson, Georgia in District 128. But the thing I want you to know today, he is 100 years old today. Today is his birthday. To you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. We need Representative Sharpner to sing like that. I can't do it like he can. But ladies and gentlemen, also I want you to know he still drives his pickup truck. So he's still doing what he loves to do best here at 100 years old. I think that's the greatest accomplishment, that God would give him the grace to be here for 100 years old. He's witnessed so many things in his life, and the greatest thing about it, he lives in the district of District 128. So again, help me to welcome Mr. Louis Graziano. You gonna say, you gonna speak? Which one of your sisters?
Come on, Mr. Crawford. Tell them what you need to tell them.
I appreciate you all having me here. It's been a great thing to be here.
Tell them about Omaha Beach.
About the what?
Omaha Beach. Omaha.
What are we?
Omaha Beach when you
Yeah,
drove
well, I was in the Omaha Beach. Yes, I was the third wave in there on the Omaha Beach invasion. And I had to climb the cliffs there. Then after we got up the cliff, we marched all our way to St. Louis, and that took quite a few days. Then from St. Louis, marched into Reims, France. And when I got to Reims, General Thrasher told me I had to go get some supplies for the troops. So I took two of my men with me and went to the supply place and to get the stuff from the Frenchmen, and they wouldn't sell it to me. So I went back and got two more men, went back there with four men, and I told him I wanted that stuff, and he said no. I pointed a gun at him, and I told my men to load up the truck. So they loaded it up, and I gave him the paper to take to the Army to get his money for the stuff that we took. Went back and told the major what I'd done. He says, "Oh, we're going to get in trouble with that." I said, "No, we're not," because he's afraid I'm going to come back and get him. And we didn't have no trouble.
Tell them about building the. One more. One more.
What?
Whatever you want to say. Whatever you want to tell us.
Whatever. I don't know.
About the method.
Then, so many things to tell, I'm trying to think which one is the best.
So we'll have to we'll have to buy the book and read the book.
Yeah, it'd be in the book, right. Yeah, you're right. But I know I went, with my buddy and I, we went to the ball game and watched the ladies play ball. And one that was pitching the ball was softball game, it was the ladies. And I asked my buddy, and his girlfriend was with him, and she says, she's my best friend. So I went around later and made a date with her. And then I went to pick her up that night, and they said, she's already left with somebody. So the other ladies told her she'd never get another date with me. But later on, I went back and made another date. That time she was there, and was there ever since for 63 years. I don't know, just so much going on. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I was in the, I know one night the captain come in, he says, "You gotta go with me. We gotta go find General Patton's, half of his company got lost." I says, so, it was snowing real bad. Him and I got in the Jeep and we went. We found them. We had to take them all the way to Bastogne. And on the way to Bastogne, though, I got frozen feet during that battle. But after I got to Bastogne, had to go back to Reims. And they put me in the hospital there for a couple of weeks for my feet, because the fluid was coming all out of them. And right up to now, they're black all the way, half up, almost to my knee. But I'm getting along all right.
Thank you so much.